Aloha, beautiful divine gods and goddesses. So, I just wanted to share a few things that would help you on your journey of awakening and your rising and your connection to yourself, so that way you can have a magical day where you feel so grounded, so connected, and so you, just authentically you, because you are worthy of just living this optimal life. And if we don't feel whole and if we don't feel embodied, then the opposite can happen, where we're feeling sluggish or not good or not inspired, and it's just like a ripple effect in that way. But we can choose to live our lives authentically, with intention and consciously, so that way we can rise with gratitude and with graciousness and with just this excitement for the day, to just be playful and happy and in your element, fully and wholly embodied, just like the birds do when they're chirping and they're seeing the sunrise as if it's its friend, and saying hello to the divine sun and the beautiful blue sky, and just the simple things in life, but they're so profound, right? So there's a few things that we can do to really connect ourselves within. And there's one thing that's really interesting that I noticed a big difference when I started shifting my perspective on, is connecting with the divine elements, especially the divine eternal central sun. I just love the sun energy. I've done beautiful spiritual sun practices like Sierra Kriya with the mudras, and wow, it's just super powerful, super potent. As I was connecting and just connecting to my heart, the eternal sun, that way, I realized there's this beautiful being, this beautiful sun being in this sun. And I felt called to get to know the sun and really see the spirit of the sun. It's really magical because it just felt like it was like a beautiful friend that it was just like, wow, and we're just saying hello and just giving each other a big hug and just unconditionally loving each other. And just I could just sense the smile and the joy in the beautiful sun of just being witnessed and being seen. And I authentically just desire to build a friendship with the divine sun. And I just felt so good and like charged up, and just like, oh, like wow, like that was just such a divine precious experience for me, to really build that deeper connection with the sun, as if it's like a soul, like a spirit. You can see like the light body, the spirit of it, and how we can treat it as if they are our friend. And it just builds it to a whole other level of connection there. So I highly recommend, building that telepathic visual connection with the elements and with Mother Earth. Just giving her a big hug and like celebrating her, just being like, thank you for all that you're doing, and just that big warm hug. Like if we could just hug the spirit of Mother Earth, like, how much she would appreciate that. And just like tears of joy, just like, oh, thank you. It's like, I'm seen, like just imagine her beautiful soul. And, I feel like that's why a lot of like the ancestors, they talk about like the spirits and the nature spirits, and just like honoring them and appreciating them. And I feel like it's really good to get back into that wholeness, into that connection of the divine world with the elements. So because they're beautiful parts of the whole of this planet Earth and our growth and our expansion, evolution. So by us like establishing that connection with the elements as if they're our brothers and our sisters, as equal, and just loving them unconditionally, like just imagine like how much deeper you can go with it with them, because you're gonna create a powerful tribe within yourself, just with the elements. And you'll get moved and guided and supported by them as guides, as friends, and just you authentically celebrating them and loving them and praising them, saying thank you. They're praising you too. They're just celebrating you and saying thank you, I love you. And then they gift you just like with this love and this burst of joy. So it's like an equal exchange. You're witnessing them and they're witnessing you. So it's a beautiful thing to establish and connect with the beautiful divine element in that way. It's a whole new perspective that we can utilize in our practices so we can build a deeper connection, deeper bond with the elements in that way. Ah, yes. So that's that for the one factor that we can connect with. And as we're rising, another way of connection is reprogramming our subconscious. So our subconscious is programmed through the mental as well, through intentions, invocations. We're the creators of our reality. So we're taking command of our reality as we rise. So as we're rising, we're in a deep trance state. So, find something that works with you and your soul of invocations. And for me, I really love like the I Am teachings and just how it makes me feel with the violet flame and imagining the eternal sun of light just coming out of the heart and coming out, spreading that love and that light to my world, to everybody in the world, and to all the plants and the trees and everything, where we're just all rising up in this joy and this glory, and we're charging that energy up throughout the entire world and in our reality. So that's a simple thing that I like to do. I really enjoy doing just, I'm the observer of divine perfect health within me. I am the divine perfect health. I am feeling so much energy. So anything that you desire to feel and desire to do, you invoke it as if it's already here. And the full knowingness that it's fully actualized. And when you do that, boom, it's like you're magnetizing that in, you're calling that in and saying thank you. And then you allow it to integrate through that process. So that's beautiful. We set our intention, did our creation, and you can do some breath work, which is really good for releasing and bringing the oxygen in. I feel like that's really important. There's a few different ones. Mantak Chia has a really good abdominal technique where it's simple. Breathing into abdomen, and these are all about the number 9, and 369 is a powerful template number for the earth and ourselves. So number 9 is really good to do it 9 times. And breathing into your abdominal. There's also some really good DMT breath work on YouTube that you can go, and they have like nice nature backgrounds. They have a countdown, it's like 10 minutes you can do, but that's a really important thing to wake up with, is to charge your chi with the breath work, coming back to the wholeness. It's just not just the mental state that creates our reality. We need to remember to tap into our physical as well, and the breathing is really important. So that's another thing that you can add into your practice to establish a whole experience of joy in your life throughout the day. Yoga, movement, all of that, dancing, you can choose which movement therapy you like. So our subconscious is the physical body, like our physical body is the subconscious. For example, when we repeat things over and over again, our body remembers it way better than we do. And like even with remembering like lock codes, our body remembers it. It's like you can't remember the actual digits, but your body remembers it. Driving a car, you can just drive without even thinking, like it's automatic. Learning instruments, it's automatic. Once you practice, your body just knows it. So it goes for the same thing with your emotions, the traumas that you don't even realize it's in your body. It's like kind of stuck in the body. So yoga, movement, stretch, the dance that we're doing, quantum dance, we're working on qigong type practices of activations, kidney activations, chi activations, and releasing and stretching, moving the hips. A lot of stuff gets stuck in the hips, so moving your hips, and simple music and dance, moving the body with your intention of releasing all that no longer serves you. That's the most important thing. So there's 3 things, connecting with the elements, invoking and creating your day mentally with the magical energy of your heart and that visualization, and also shaking it out. Shake out, be like, I love you, body, I love you, and just have that movement and release. Do those releasing practices, tapping, do the activations, and then voila, you'll have an amazing day. You'll feel really good. And so yes, and there you have it. You have a few tips that can help you with your divine rising to help you thrive on this magical day. Let me know in the comments what you experienced with those practices and what inspired you to do what you do, so we can share with the collective, so we can thrive together and celebrate together with the elements, and for us just being our full embodied selves. So sending out so much love, and enjoy the divine magical day.